What's up, pretty people? My name is Gypsy. This is Broken Dolly TV. Today we're going to go over a couple of things going on in the Barbie universe that I thought was interesting to talk about. And we'll just explore these things together today. I'm doing a little bit different today. As you can see, my screen orientation is a little bit different because my PC is like a ultra widescreen, so I can't use the usual 16 by 9 dimensions while I'm recording my screen, so just so you guys can see everything I'm looking at. So I had to expand my window a little bit, so hopefully this doesn't turn out crazy looking when I'm in editing. But anyway, yeah, so first I want to take a look at Mattel Creations website, which I haven't been on in a little while, but I do see that they have a 60% off sale going on right now. At the time of recording, it looks like we've got 2 more days left in this sale window. So let's take a look at what they've added here, because they say in every day they're adding other things. I'm going to do a filter and just look for the dolls category because that's all I'm interested in. I don't give a damn about no damn Hot Wheels. Okay, so let's take a look here and see what they've got on offer. Oh my, we've got the beautiful Fashion Frontier doll number 2 for only $48 from the $80 price point that I purchased her at. Of course, you have to be a member to buy this doll, but if you're already a member, then no biggie. 48 is almost half price, so that is not a bad deal, I think, for what you're getting. She's got like a fully articulated body with some double joints in her elbows and her knees, and she's got super long hair. Like, her hair is crazy long. It comes actually down past her feet when you take those braids out, and she's just got like a full head of hair. So I've done a review on this doll already. If you want to see more of her details, you can go and check that out, and I highly recommend. That's a damn good price. Who knows if it'll go any lower for the holiday season, but you might not want to wait that long to get that doll because she's a must-have, and she's got this beautiful Marissa face sculpt that is kind of hard to come by. Then we've got the Kylie doll here, who is $42 on sale from $60. I don't know if that is really a good deal or not. Just let me take a look at Amazon. Yeah, nice try, Mattel. On Amazon's website, as I suspected, she's only $33 with free shipping if you're a Prime member. And for me, it's saying overnight delivery. Oh my god, like, I don't think that I would be getting this doll from Mattel, because even with that sale, we could do better than that, okay? But nice try, Mattel. All right, so let's see what else we got here. And if you're interested in Kylie, I'll put the Amazon link for her in the description of this video, so you can just click on it quickly and find her. I also have an Amazon storefront where she's already listed in the Barbie section there, so you can find her there as well. We've got the Gala Collection Lavender Daydream doll, which has literally been on sale for ages now, and she's only $25 from $50. Is she worth it? To me, no, she still is not worth it. She's got a very plain Jane Teresa face sculpt with very long, pretty saran hair. I'll give her that. She's on a model muse body, which I'm personally not interested in because I'm going to end up rebuying you anyways. And I'm not that keen on her lavender dress because I'm not a glammy person who likes to put my dolls in lots of fancy clothes. But if you don't have a problem with any of those things I just mentioned, then you might want to add Teresa to your collection. She is an old school head sculpt, modernized for us, I guess. So maybe if you're trying to add some of those old school sculpts into your collection, she would do the trick for you. But she just ain't doing nothing for me. Okay? And then what else we got up in here? We've got the Scary Allen doll, which I don't prefer over the Playline version. I think the Playline one is much cuter. Looks like, oh, the Clueless dolls, who are $30 right now. Let's take a look at Amazon again. Here we go. Okay, so on Amazon right now, it looks like they cost more on Amazon than they do over on Mattel's site. So I would say for these two girls, I would probably go with Mattel during their sale at the moment if you're interested. But we also see the Dia de Muertos Barbie for 2025 with the articulated arms and wrists. She's only $40 right now from $75, which is a great price drop. Let's see if Amazon has her. Okay, so on Amazon, she is $40 with overnight shipping for my location. What are you again on Mattel's? $40.50 difference. No, it's the same. Okay, it's the same price. So for that one, personally, I would go with the Amazon listing just because they're faster for delivery and so much easier to deal with when you need to return stuff. Hello. Naturally, I'm going to go with Amazon on that. But again, same thing with this doll. We'll have her linked for you guys from the Amazon listing if you are interested. I believe she's already in my curated list as well. All the dolls I talk about on Amazon, you guys, usually are in my curated Barbie list that I have for you guys. So you can just go there and check it out. All right, moving on from the sale, because this does change all the time. So every day it might be a different set of dolls on here than what I'm showing you guys right now at the moment when I am recording this. And they're claiming that members get an extra 10% off if you add in members 10 as your code before you check out. Don't forget to do this because you can get 70% off total for select dolls with the 10% extra. If you already paying $10 a year to have that membership, like why is you not putting in this code and getting your extra money back? I forgot to put the members 10 code in last year when I got a bunch of stuff and I was like, oh my god, are you serious? I didn't even realize there was a code I was supposed to put in. They're not going to take it off immediately just because you're a member. So make sure that you're double checking that before you check out. Save yourself the extra money. And I'm not sure if this also will give you free shipping, like if you purchase over a certain amount. Not sure, but you can always, check before you completely check out. That would be great if it did. But let's go to the main page and let's see. We already looked at that. This is what is interesting me right here, because we all know the controversy over these K-pop Demon Hunter doll set that was available to order last year, I think, and they were not gonna be produced until this year, and people was bugging because it was like, it's $150 for these dolls. What in the world? So this guy, who is the Jinu character from the movie, he is the demon version of Jinu. He's 80 whopping dollars. I bite. He's wearing what looks like a full black hanbok style outfit. This is not the traditional hanbok outfit that Koreans wear, but it's inspired by that. Okay, we've got that. We've got his little hat that's also a traditional style hat. The accessories are great. I think the clothing that he comes with, great. I don't know about them shoes, because that do not look like some shoes that you're going to find on no Korean boys who's rocking it with some hanbok. So, like, that's something else. That's some new modern stuff that they added to this look. Like I said, it's not a traditional look. It's fused with modern style clothing. He's got rooted hair, which a different version of him we're going to look at does not have. It says that his body has the pearlized demon pattern all over it. And he also is articulated with 11 points of articulation. So you're going to be able to pose him. All right, so we've got this version, which is amazing, but not my cup of tea because I'm not really into fantasy type dolls. But let's also look at this version of him, which is the one that I want. This one is more like Jinu looking like a regular human being. Unfortunately, he does not have rooted hair, which is really a missed opportunity. Like, why Mattel? Why even bother? But at least his molded hair will always look polished, I guess. And he does look very much like the character from the movie, so I think the likeness is great. He's got on some gigantic hoop earrings for his jewelry. He's got a silver chain around his neck. He's got on a multi-piece outfit. It looks like he's got a top, maybe a tank top underneath, some jeans, and a belt that actually goes through the hoops of the pants. Okay, what is that about? This guy also has 11 points of articulation. This little soda can that he's holding that says Haja Boys on it, and Haja Boys is supposed to be like the singing group that he's a part of. So there's that. And this guy, he's only $27, which is a huge price drop compared to the $80 version of him. For me personally, I think this version is better because he'll blend into my collection a lot easier than trying to figure out what to do with the demon version of him. So I'd rather spend the $30 on him than the $80 on the other one. And then of course, the real controversy is these playline versions of the actual girls, because the $150 version, these are all pre-order dolls, but I think that version, that set, is not even going to be like available before these girls, even though people had to order those first, which is like Mattel. I think that's kind of shady of them, that they probably always knew they were going to have these Playland versions for much cheaper. But if you knew that these would come out first and they were going to be so cheap, would you have bought the $150 set? Because these girls are between $33 and I think $27 for a different version with a different outfit. Yo, it don't make no kind of sense. The $33 version, if you times it by 3, then that's still like $100 for all 3 dolls. So you're saving yourself $50. Like, what is going on, Mattel? Would you stop being so money hungry? They're so cash grabby, it's ridiculous. This is something that we have to kind of contend with. Those of you who missed the $150 versions, bro, you ain't missed nothing. Because look, you can just order these dolls for way cheaper and save yourself some money. The base doll is pretty much the same as what you're going to get in the $150 set, except that their outfits are different. So if you're really, really that pressed about the outfits, I guess maybe that would upset you, but who cares? I mean, it's like, they're dolls, okay? It's all the same to me, like, whatever. They're all outfits from the movie, different scenes from the movie, different scenarios, like different performances that they did. So like, I don't see the problem. Even if you don't have the all white version, who cares? And for this $33 version, for some reason, these are not jointed. Like, what? What? I don't know why they did it like this, but they're not jointed. That's a little bizarre. I don't understand why the unjointed dolls cost more than the ones that do have joints. So strange. It probably has something to do with their outfits. That's what we're seeing here. And then they do have all 3 girls with the no joints and the black and white outfits, so you can get each version of them. If you want to just take the head and put it onto a different body, then you can basically do that. But I think the better option really is to get the versions that have the joints, because they have special bodies that they sculpted just for these girls. You see, they're all like different heights. So I think that would probably be more fun to have than these ones where you might have to rebody it yourself and they all have like generic bodies that we've already seen. I think they said that they were going to make them new bodies. I'd be more interested to see how the jointed bodies look. All right, so let's take a look at the other ones that they have, which are already sold out, of course. The $27 version. Guys, don't be alarmed because it says it's sold out, because Mattel does this. They will release dolls for pre-order, and then they'll sell out, of course, and then they'll come back and re-release them again because they're super popular and they're money hungry. So don't freak out because you see that these are sold out. There may be another shipment that they're going to release, so just keep an eye on the website. I don't know about y'all, but why does my screen look so blurry to me? Like, I know I got bad eyesight, but it's not this bad up close. I don't know what is going on with the screen. I gotta try to fix that. But anyway, as you can see here, the articulated version is only $27. So of course she sold out. But it looks like they have saran hair rooted into the head, because all we got was AI pictures when they first started promoting these dolls. It looks like we're getting the 11 points of articulation. I don't see any other details about the body here, but maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, these are all looks that are from the actual movie. So whether you get the $27 or the $33 one, like either way, you're going to get dolls that are dressed to look like the movie characters from different scenes in the movie. I love that they gave her such long hair. She's got the right color hair. Who else is in this lineup? Let me see if I can find the other girls. We just looked at Mira, so let's look for Rumi. Well, I tell you, they sold out quick. So this one has like the big giant braid going on, which is very accurate to the style she has in the movie. It looks like she also has those, like, the design on her skin. I wonder if it's on her whole body or just there up on her arms like that. I'm not sure. But she does have some, what do they call those? I don't know, tattoos or whatever. It's not supposed to be tattoos. It's something else. But yeah, the demon patterns on her skin. She's got that going. She's got her purple hair. The outfit just looks so busy to me. It's a lot of colors here. Cool jacket. It looks like it's a 3-piece outfit, not including her shoes and some little accessories. So pretty cool looking doll. I love the sculpts of the dolls. I think they all look very accurate to how the characters look in the movie. So that's the most important thing to me. And I'm very curious to see what their bodies are like. And of course, we have Choi. And she is the shortest one of them all, with this like cute little hairstyle. which is probably going to look like a nightmare when you try to take it down. Just the way I am, I have to like explore the doll's full features. So I already know all their hair is going to come out of the styles that they're in. But this is the thing. I was one of the people that did order the $150 pack. I'm not sure if I knew they were going to make Playline versions at the time when I ordered them, but I felt like I didn't want to take my chances that the Playline versions sell out before I could get my hands on them, as they have here, or that I wouldn't like the Playline versions of them because I didn't know what to expect. So I just took a chance and ordered the set that they released. So it'll probably take me a little longer to get my hands on these dolls than the people who have been able to get these Playline versions. But honestly, I mean, if you're new to doll collecting, Playline and the collector, they're the same. The base doll is literally the same. The body is not any better or different. The hair texture is not any different. The hairstyle is not any different. The sculpt's not different. Everything is the same except for their clothes. So please keep that in mind. Your collectible version of these dolls is not better than the Playline versions. They're literally the same, okay? Only difference is their outfits. So it's going to boil down to your preference of what they're wearing. And for all I know, you're going to probably see a lot of these dolls, these alternate outfits popping up on eBay when people get their hands on them. So if you still want the other outfits, you can probably still order the outfits alone. Although I don't know if the price is going to be worth it, but it's probably going to be available to you if you just want to have extra outfits for them to switch the dolls into. This one looks like she comes with a bunch of little accessories too. And I can definitely see the hanbok inspiration in the clothes that they are wearing. Mainly, you know, my whole thing on these dolls, I really need to get Ginu if I can. But my whole thing on these dolls is that they represent my culture. So that's kind of what I want them for. They'll probably be the few dolls in my collection that I might possibly keep in their original outfits. But I don't know. I don't know how tempting it's going to be for me to pull them out of the outfit, so I can't speak for sure until I see them in person, because I very rarely keep my dolls in box or wearing the original clothing that they came in. And their clothes look like pieces that I would probably want to outfit swap onto other dolls. But here is the version I'm talking about that's $150 with this very sleek, clean white aesthetic, which I really liked when I saw. So that's why I was like, do I really want to wait around and see if I'm gonna like the Playline versions or just take a chance on these? And I decided I would just get these when I had the opportunity to do that. So I don't regret my decision to do it. I can't wait to see them in person. I'm really liking all these little accessories that they're going to come with. And I do think that I can use their outfits for other dolls in the future. But I mean, Zam, I hope Ginu does not sell out before I have a chance to add him to the collection, because I really want him, mostly because my son's name is Ginu. So I just want to have a doll that has his name. I really don't even care about the character that much, but that's the significance of it for me. And I feel like this version of Ginu that's like just dressed like a normal person, I think he will blend in very good with the white outfits of these dolls if I were to display them all together like that, wearing their original clothes. So they kind of match, you know? So that's why I'm interested in Ginu. All right, let's move on to You Love It's website, where we can see some activity going on here related to dolls. First, let's talk about the Miley Cyrus doll. I think I saw a post somewhere. I think it was on YouTube. So this is supposed to be the Miley Cyrus doll. I'm not a Miley Cyrus fan, as most of you know who follow my channel, that I don't really give a hot damn about no celebrities. I could care less. But I do like having unique face sculpts that are in my collection, and she clearly has a likeness to Miley Cyrus. They gave her her own sculpt. They gave her this basic black color scheme for her clothing, which is dope, because I need more and more neutrals. As much as I can add into my doll wardrobe is what I'm trying to do. That is appealing to me. I don't like her hairstyle. I don't like this little like Hime cut thing that they got going on these days. I don't know what that trend is all about, but I'm not into it. But I can work with it. Like, I'm almost tempted to just cut the rest of her hair to match that length, but I probably won't do that. But if I could get my hands on this doll, I think I would be very interested to have her in my collection. How much is this doll supposed to cost? I don't know, but this is the first like in-depth look I'm getting of this doll, and from what I see here, I do like it. So what do you guys think about this Miley Cyrus doll? Again, like, I'm too old to be listening to Miley Cyrus. I've never been a fan of her music. Not that I don't like it. I'm not someone who's like, I gotta listen to Miley Cyrus right now. Like, I'm not about to buy your album. And I did used to watch Hannah Montana episodes here and there when I was younger. But even then, I think I was still like too old for that. So I wasn't really into Hannah Montana. But I'm very familiar with the show and her character and all of that stuff. So if you're a fan of Miley, I guess this is a must have. But honestly, just as a doll collector, I feel like what? Like the face mold of this doll is very beautiful. So why wouldn't you want this added to your collection of faces, right? And from what I'm seeing, it looks like she's articulated, which is also a huge plus. The body looks like a standard articulated body, although I could be wrong because her waist seems kind of like narrow. Is she on one of those like model muse type of bodies that have articulation like they used to make for those Barbie style dolls that used to circulate? Could she have a body like that? I don't know, because she just looks so slender. So maybe I'm bugging. Maybe it's just the way she's dressed. What do you guys think? Can you tell from looking at these pictures what type of body mold she might have? Is this like a standard Barbie body? It looks so slender to me, and like the legs look so long. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know, but whatever kind of body it is, it looks good on her. I think they did a great job on the doll. The outfits are very like simple but also kind of fancy at the same time. You could put these pieces on other dolls and mix and match it with other stuff very easily. I love the black heels. I love the simplicity of this doll. I really like it. It says the release date for this is in June. Okay. End of June. And that it should be on Amazon as well. So if I see her on Amazon, you best believe I'm going to add her to my list of dolls that I have for you guys in my storefront. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. Save the list because I update it constantly. Every time I see something new, I update it. What about this? Have you guys heard anything about this Angel Reese Barbie doll? Also with her own face sculpt, and she's on a tall, made-to-move body. Wondering how much the price point will be for this one. She's probably going to be in the $30 range. Okay, $40 here at the store that they're selling her in, which is probably the regular retail price for her. Or is it though? Because some of these dolls I'm seeing here are priced a little bit high for what I know they normally would go for. But I think this might also be one that we're going to probably end up seeing popping up on Amazon too. So I'll keep an eye on it. I haven't heard much news about this doll, but look at her hair. It's like really, really long rooted hair. It looks like it stops way down here in that ponytail, which means when you take it out of the ponytail, it's even longer. So that's a plus. Don't get it twisted though. Angel Reese, her real hair is not this length. That's a weave. But they duplicated the weave look pretty well. Her face sculpt to me resembles a little bit in Beely, but with like a slight change to it. Is it just me? It does feel like reuse the sculpt, but I can still tell that it's not. It's like it's her own sculpt that they used. So I think she has a very nice look. Again, not a fan of Angel Reese. I don't give a hot damn about women's basketball, nor do any of the women I know. But and Angel Reese specifically as a player, I don't know. I don't care. But I do like the way the doll looked. So I would definitely be interested in trying to pick that doll up. Not a fan of all the pink outfit, all of this. I don't know about all of that. She definitely would be coming out of all of these clothes and totally revamped, but she's a great base to work with, I think. So, and if her skin color matches another body type, you might be able to switch that up too if you want to put her on a different kind of body. So there's a lot of versatility there with this doll. Definitely one of those dolls is a one of a kind you're going to have in your collection, because that face sculpt is not something you're going to see every day. I would be very keen to add this one to my collection. I don't know about y'all. What y'all think? Is $40 worth this doll? Oh, yes. So much controversy right now with Supergirl. The movie, not the doll, but the movie. What is that about? Honestly, I don't think this doll looks anything like the lady who plays her character in the movie, which I say as a good thing because I think the doll is way better looking. Yeah, I don't know who is a fan of this actress. Like, what is she even in? I don't know. I don't know if I've seen her in anything. She doesn't have a very memorable face, in my opinion. But the doll is interesting looking. She almost looks like she's got an underbite, which is a little unusual for a doll sculpt. And she also looks really, really young in the face. Like, she looked like a teenager to me. I don't care about Supergirl or Marvel characters or any of that stuff. Again, I would probably take her out of all of this costume completely. I don't like the combination of blue and red next to each other. It makes me think of the American flag, and it's just like, turn off. But I do like the doll. The face sculpt, the rooted hair, the body is, I think it's a superhero body, which I'm also not a fan of, but I can tolerate it because it's better than no articulation at all. It's just like, I just don't like the way that it moves. I like the way it looks, but I don't like that it doesn't have upper arm joints, which makes it almost impossible to pose the arms in any way that I want to pose it. But it does look nice when it's dressed. If you're just gonna have it standing on your shelf, then who cares, right? How much is this doll? $55. You could go somewhere. Let's go to the Amazon link and see if the price is the same here. $60. Amazon, y'all bugging. But I do have this doll listed in my storefront for sure. The thing about Amazon though, you gotta check it often, because one day, like today, it'll be $60, and then tomorrow it'll suddenly be $45, and you're like, wait, what? When did that happen? And they're not gonna tell you, hey, we're having a sale. You just gotta find out when you find out. So make sure you're bookmarking my storefront so that you can keep going back and checking the prices of the dolls that you're interested in, just in case they do drop. Have you guys seen this too? The Zuru Mini World's smallest posable fashion doll series? Bruh. How small are these dolls? 1/12 scale? Okay. 10 centimeters tall. I'm an imperial measurement person, so I don't know what the hell 10 centimeters look like. Centimeters is probably imperial scale too, but I'm slow. So how big is that? They have joints though. That's craziness. So you can get jointed dolls for your jointed dolls, and they have rooted hair. What? This is incredible detail. Zuru be killing it, y'all. They be killing it. And I bet you these dolls are not even cheap. They gotta be expensive with all the details and the stuff they come with. They're like fully dressed. It look like part of the clothes are some kind of soft plastic, while part of the clothes are fabric. And there's so many variations. Holy moly, I did not expect to be just scrolling like this. What? How much are these things? Look how tiny they are. Oh, next to a Barbie? Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought they would be even smaller, like Barbie scale, like a doll to a doll kind of scale. But actually, no, they're actually kind of big compared to a Barbie. It's not something that would just fit in like Barbie's hand kind of a deal. So this is very interesting. How would we incorporate this into our Barbie world, I wonder? Bruh, how much are these dolls, I wonder? Let's go to Amazon here and see if we can see the price. Wow, they're $15 each. This is like the price of a full Barbie, bro. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 variations here. Very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and add these to my curated storefront list. You see that we have categories here: recommendations for doll lovers, fashions for 12-inch dolls, furniture and props. I'm not a Barbie. This is the category where I put dolls that I think are interesting, but they're not necessarily like Barbie brand, but they'll blend in with your Barbie dolls. We got a male fashion figure category, storage and display solutions, customizing tools. So I have all kinds of little like subgroups here for you guys to check when you're looking at my list. But I'm going to add this specific series of dolls so that I'm not a Barbie category, so you guys can find them in there along with all the other stuff that I have over there. Yeah, wait a minute. This is so cool. Like, I love that they have so much hair. Like, they have rooted hair. What? I've never properly explored these dolls, and they're posable. Like, this is very exciting. I shouldn't be getting this worked up over these things. But they come with so much detailed things like props, little pets, purses. Holy freaking moly. Like, they're so cute. I can imagine somebody really creative doing like a little mini series on YouTube with these dolls and just creating like a cute little storyline for them. That is just cute. Rainbow High, Junior High, Bestie, Babysitters dolls. Okay, now we're just going too far. But anyways, I really like those. Do any of you guys own these dolls? Tell me about them in the comments. Are they like really fragile? Do they break easily? Or are they really like easy to work with? How do you feel about like posing them? Do they come with stands? They just look so interesting, and their faces are all unique looking. They don't look like they all have the exact same face sculpt. So that's kind of cute. They might have the same sculpt, but they just don't look like it the way they did their face ups. So I love that. I think there may be a variation of 3 different sculpts here that I'm looking at. Really cool. Let's see if there's anything else we want to look at over here. All right, last thing I want to look at is the Defa Lucy sites. Hello. And the latest dolls that they dropped are these series Punk, not Paris, the Punk series with 3 different models available that are not available. They sold out, of course. If you guys are wondering how to get notified when you want to like find out about Defa Lucy dolls that are coming, there's 2 ways. You can sign up for their email list, which I don't recommend because by the time they send you the email, the dolls are already gone. If you just like playing Russian roulette, then there's that option. The other option that I do recommend is that you go to their Instagram page, and the Instagram will tell you ahead of time, like a week ahead of time, sometimes a few days ahead of time, that the dolls are dropping. They'll put pictures up for you to see if you want to get the doll, and they'll let you know the exact date that the dolls are going to go live. Only problem is that these dolls are located initially in China. So their time is probably going to, it's probably going to be China time. So whatever time zone you're in, you're going to have to set your alarm so that it's matching China's time zone in order for you not to miss the doll when they drop. It's a little bit of math that you have to do with these dolls. Just like them Asians to be making everybody do math problems to figure out if they want to get a doll or not. Jeez. If you're okay with that, then here we go. This particular series of dolls, it looks like they've got rooted saran hair. A very limited edition size of 650. The sculpt name is called DF10. And I'm not sure if I've seen this sculpt already before. I don't recognize it. But the thing about Defa Lucy dolls, they all look the same. They all look just like each other, with very slight differences, like just the eye shape will be different, a nose shape will be different, just the lips are slightly different. That's it. But the base head sculpt is pretty much the same face, so it's super hard to tell them apart. It looks like this one comes with the Glam Flex Body version 1, which I already have another doll that I reviewed that has the same body sculpt, and I love it. I went into so much detail exploring that doll. So if you're interested to see the way that this body mechanism works, go ahead and check out my review of the Defa Lucy doll that I got. You'll be shocked at how amazing the body is. It's just so beautiful. The shape of the body is beautiful, but also the articulation. Brrrah. These guys have double joints in the elbows and the knees, and they don't look like it, which is the crazy part. She's got a double joint here in the elbow. This knee joint doesn't even look like a double, but it will flex all the way back. And she just, the body sculpt is beautiful. And it also has like a, what do you call that? It has a chest plate too. So you can get a lot of mobility out of the chest area in posing her. It's just crazy. This particular version here that we're looking at, she looks like the inverse of the other one we were just looking at. Same hairstyle, but like the black and red combination of the color scheme is inversed on this doll than the other one. They're basically the same doll, same sculpt, everything else is the same. And then we've got this other version here who's got the long black hair, and she is also the same sculpt as them, DF10. But just because her hairstyle is so different and her makeup looks so different, she doesn't even look like the same face. Like, they look so different. This one looks way more Asian looking than the other ones who look a little more European to me, or maybe like a mixed European Asian kind of a look. I'm not a big fan of all this plaid and like reds that this doll is wearing, but I think her clothes do look a little bit more versatile than the ones that we saw in the other dolls. They just look like, more detail has been put into the craftsmanship of the clothes. So fashion-wise, they're very interesting to look at. This one does cost a little bit more than the other 2 we were looking at, but still very beautiful. Defa Lucy, I don't really know what to say about the price points of these dolls. They seem kind of random. Every series is like a different price range that we're looking at. So I don't know what to make of it. They go from anywhere between like Well, some earlier versions of the dolls went from like $65, and now we have some that are $150. But all of them are so beautiful, well crafted. All of their clothes look really high quality. They put so much work into the little small details about each doll to make them seem very unique as characters. I purchased this one here, the Paris series model number 2 with the super extra dark skin. She is gorgeous, but her hair cannot be taken down from that bun without it being a hot ass mess, because it's not properly, like the hair that they rooted in, it's not done in a way where you can take the hair down and actually style the hair properly. It's crazy how they did her hair. So I am not messing with this girl's hair. She is just gonna stay like this forever, because I ain't about to reroot her hard ass head. But other than that, that's a small issue. It's just, for a doll you pay that much money for, you want the opportunity to be able to do something with the hair. Same it looks like for these two girls too. The way that their hair is like in this little braided style in the front. Yeah, I don't know about trying to take this hairstyle down. It's probably gonna mess up the hair. I would be scared to take it down unless I was gonna reroot it. So it's something to consider, but you see what I mean when I say all of their faces look very similar to one another, but they're not all the same sculpt. I don't know, everybody looks like they're related. And these are the most different looking face sculpts that I've seen so far from Defa Lucy. I want to see more features, Defa. Like, I want to see what y'all can do with these face sculpts, because they're gorgeous. But don't be scared. Like, switch the faces up a little bit so we can really get some individualistic looks with these dolls, bruh. Like, I'm trying to see what they could look like. Check out the links in the description box if you want to go over to Amazon to find some of these dolls that we've mentioned here. And also my storefront is linked there for you if you want to see my whole collection of things that I've curated for you guys to find and purchase on Amazon, which are sometimes better prices than what you can get directly from the manufacturers of the dolls, and also better like shipping options. And also, I have some product links for you guys too that will take you over to Walmart or Target or the usual places where you can find dolls. I try to link stuff that I think would be interesting for different reasons. Sometimes it's the face sculpt, sometimes it's the clothing the doll comes with, sometimes it's the body, like it could be a good donor body and price seems reasonable. So that's what will make me add it to the list, even if it's not a doll that I would just take out of the box and just throw up on my shelf as is. So just make sure you're taking a look at that stuff, because it might be something you overlooked or had never seen before that I've linked there for you. If you have any other news about these dolls that I am not privy to, that I didn't share with you guys, let me know what you've heard, because I want to hear all the rumors. Okay, what is this? Another Dia de Muertos? Is this for 2026? OMG, like what sculpt is this? I hope it's not another Lena, because they've been going in with the Lena sculpts. Oh no, it's not Lena. Oh my gosh, so cute. Is this Mabili sculpt? This is Julio right here. Oh, so interesting. I hate the red, but I do like that it's like more like a, is it crimson? Is that the color that we're going with here? I don't know. But this dress seems more like almost like a ball gown kind of a dress. Very masquerade-ish. This is kind of cool. This is very different looking than the other Dia de Muertos dolls we've seen in the past. Like, I could see Ken wearing this jacket just to wear it even. They look very vampire-y. Wow, I am impressed. How much are these? They're probably like $100 each. Yikers. What is the price point? I don't know, but they're supposed to be for the 2026 Dia de Muertos celebration season, I suppose. So I guess we have to wait a little longer to see what the prices are on these dolls and all their characteristics. But homegirl over here is on a model muse body, so she ain't got no joints. I would definitely want to just straight replace her body, because it looked like when they take their masks off, they don't actually have any paint on their faces, which is very interesting, because usually Dia de Muertos dolls, they do have paint all over their face, but these don't. So you could potentially use them as just regular characters in your collection, like I would want to do, and then give them the option of putting the masks on when they want to be in celebration mode. That's kind of cool. Just wish they had jointed bodies. Asking too much. Okay, whatever. Anyways, enough of this sidetracking. I'll see you guys in the next video. My name is Gypsy. This is Broken Dolly TV. Subscribe, like, all the things, and I'll talk to you later. Until then, have a dolly day.